Alrighty, today we're going to take a look at the Walking Dead's 10-inch deluxe action figure of Daryl Dixon from McFarlane. Now, I found this at my local Books A Million. I know he's also at Big Bad Toy Store. So if you're looking for him, he has been released. He's out there. This is the Survivor edition, says that right there on the bottom of the box. And he looks really cool in the packaging. Really like the way he looks right now. Nice window box packaging. Got the Walking Dead, as I bought my camera. Got the Walking Dead down there on the bottom with a picture of Daryl there. Says Daryl Dixon. You got different languages down here as well. Over here on the side says Deluxe action figure, and it says, pan the camera up, 13 plus up there at the top. Side of the box, nice look at Daryl, 10-inch deluxe Daryl Dixon Survivor edition. Walking Dead on the bottom. Turn around on the back, you got Daryl, you've got the 10-inch Rick Grimes, which I've already reviewed, and I'll put a link to my review of Rick in the description below. And then you've got to look at the Series 7 figures down here as well. And then down here, a little write-up on the 10-inch Daryl Dixon, says McFarlane Toys 10-inch deluxe Daryl Dixon action figure features the exact likeness of the actor taken from a full 3D scan of Norman Reedus himself. Daryl was portrayed in his iconic angel-stitched biker vest and comes with removable poncho, hunting knife, and crossbow. Very cool. Turn around to the side over here. Walking Dead, more pictures of Daryl. I guess this is probably the figure itself up here. And then, oops, top of the box. And a bunch of legal stuff on the bottom. So, we're going to crack this guy open and take a closer look at the 10-inch deluxe Daryl Dixon. Alright, so here we have the 10-inch deluxe Daryl Dixon opened up and out of his packaging, and I honestly have mixed feelings about this guy. He looks cool, but there are some really frustrating pieces to it. Before we get into that, real quick, his accessories, he comes with his poncho. Looks cool, lots of nice detailing in that. Very, very nice. He comes with a knife. Got some blood paint on it. Nice silver. Very cool. He comes with his crossbow, which looks awesome. Lots of good detailing on that. Hang on one second. Adjust my lights a little bit here. Lots of nice detailing on the crossbow. Very cool. And he comes with 3 arrows. Look at these real soft plastic, and then lots of pieces on the crossbow are that same soft plastic you can see right there. So now Daryl himself, so all this off to the side real quick. The detail on him is very, very good, much like Rick. The paint looks good, the head sculpt is nice. I really like the head sculpt, very cool. He got his stubble, he's got blood all over him. Look at his hands. Blood all over his hands and all over his clothes. His jeans are torn. He got a bloody knee right there. Blood all over his pants. He got his vest with the wings on the back. You got a shirt hanging out. A couple shirts hanging out. He got rag hanging out of his back pocket. The vest will move some, which is nice. Very cool. Shoes are nice and dirty. Very nice. And you got a place for to store his knife. So there's not really a natural pose to get him in with his knife, but it will store right there nicely. Very cool. Nice detailing on the side of the vest here with the stitching. Just a very good looking piece. Now, also like Rick, the articulation is very minimal. His head will rotate, but it does so at an awkward angle. So he either looks down or he looks up like that. That's all the motion you get out of his head. And then all the other the only other articulation he has is the shoulders will rotate. That's it for articulation with him. Now, he's also kind of tricky to stand sometimes. I take that back. You can rotate his ankles slightly. You get a little bit of movement down here in the ankle. Not much. Very, very slight. Which helps a little bit when trying to get him to stand, because he can be tricky to stand. Now, his arrows, like I said, they are this real soft plastic. You can store them on the crossbow. If you look down here underneath, you got some little holes over here and these little slots. So you can take them, and this is a pain in the butt to do, but you can plug it into the hole there and then snap it into these slots, which is easier said than done because of how flexible the material is. So I don't know if I'll honestly store all of them that way. Let's see if I can get them all on here. There's two, one more, and get the third one in there. Cool. So they will store. They're kind of bowing a little bit, but that's not a big deal. Now, set that off to the side for a second. The poncho, you got a hole right there for his head, so you can slide it over him, and I will probably display him with it on, because once you get it on, it is a pain in the butt to get it off again, honestly. But it does look good with it on. I do like that. That's cool. So I'll probably not take that off ever again. Now here's the really frustrating part. It is almost impossible to get him to really securely hold his crossbow. His hands are molded in a manner that would hold the crossbow, but as you can see, there is very little space in here between his fingers and his thumb. They were connected. I had to pull them apart, and you can see some of the plastic there between his fingers and his thumb still hanging onto his thumb. You really got to separate them, and that's not really easy to do. And it worries me that it might break. So we'll see if I can do this here on camera. Best I've been able to get him to do is kind of get his thumb around it a little bit up here and rest it in his hand like that. I mean, it's there. He's holding it, sorta. His hand is not wrapped around it, and it's really sort of hard to tell unless you look closely at it. But he's not holding it firmly or securely, honestly. I mean, it won't take much to knock that out of his hands. You can kind of see his thumb around it a little bit, but the rest of his fingers are not at all holding on to his crossbow. So that is frustrating and a little disappointing to me. I really like the way these 10-inch deluxe figures look. I think there's a lot of good detail in them. I wish there was more articulation. I really, really do. A little bit more articulation and made it maybe a little easier to get the weapons in the hands of the figures. I remember putting the pistol in the hand of Rick was frustrating too a little bit. There is a 10-inch deluxe Michonne coming, I think, in the fall. I do plan on picking her up. Again, on the shelf they look cool, but if you're looking for something that you can pose and get some play value, quote unquote, out of them, these are not what you want. They are designed for really one pose and one pose only, and that's it. So it's tough to really recommend this guy. I mean, if you're a big fan of the show and you really like the way this looks, I say pick it up. If you're a casual fan, I'd say skip it. If you want something that you can really pose to your liking, I'd say definitely skip it. And if you pick it up, keep in mind that there are some frustrations with this guy in terms of getting him to hold his crossbow and even getting him to stand at times. So, hope you guys have enjoyed this this look at the 10-inch Deluxe Daryl from The Walking Dead. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button, leave me a comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. Lots of cool things coming up. See you guys soon.